spiritual truth and how to utilize energy on a day-to-day basis, man. And y'all check this out, man. It get real when we talk about fear mongering. A lot of people don't understand how that comes, and a lot of people don't get it because when you grow up or you just come up, you know what I'm saying, and most people do, come up in a religion home or something like that where they're not taught certain things. Of course, it sounds like it's something that you shouldn't be involving yourself in. So I see a lot of these content creators, a lot of these so-called conscious leaders, they always go off the deep end and then they say things like, oh, zodiac signs is evil, astrology is evil, but they don't get the understanding of it. So even if they seen it in a book, they don't understand the allegory of what it actually means, right? So when we get into things, we start seeing it for what it is. Everything that you thought was correct has been tainted, right? Even down to the food. You thought the food was okay, not. You thought the water was okay, not. You thought the bread was okay, not. So you got to know how the game that's going to get played. They're not going to give you a religion, let this book be publicized, and allow these things within themselves. Then y'all go to putting up, little fairy tale things of, oh, they can't do this. Like they got some type of force field burial that's preventing them from doing the things of not, publicizing the Bible or something like that simple, right? So when we go to taking all this stuff in ability, you start seeing it, especially from a Christian mind, a lot of it be fear mongering, right? Of being scared of things. So they're, oh, don't do this, don't do that, because this gonna happen, that gonna be happening. But yet the same people will tell you, oh, you should not fear nothing but God. So right after that, they run away from that, right? They go to fear and everything else to the point is if you have the ability to learn something, even if it ain't, just say if you could learn the difference between, okay, I'm in this Bible and I'm in this school, what make the other schools different? What makes something else different than what I'm already doing if I'm inside of a religion? Like people, it's like they get scared to think about that, right? So you have these certain people that'll come around and they start pushing this of making it like, oh yeah, these things is evil. But then yet you hear and see the things they do, and you like, hold on, what? That don't make sense. So they always going out and trying to confuse you or make you feel like you shouldn't even get into something because it's evil. So once again, people get scared of knowledge or get scared of wisdom. So by then, you're not able to intake or learn different ways to see things, which could be the same thing being explained, but a different way that is being explained throughout the story. So just like allegory, right? Where if you don't understand allegory, you'll get lost for real. You'll think that the whole book and think all of this was talking about humans when therefore it wasn't. You get what I'm saying? So you'll start anamorphizing. You'll start turning everything into humans, turning everything into an animal, start turning everything into man-made figures as in some creation. What's good, Marvel? You know what I'm saying? So that's how it goes. What's good, swag? So when they start messing with you, you see that people can't actually put out things that they're supposed to be learning about, right? So they just go to just saying things whatever they was brought up on. So it's like they never escape this box, and that box, that little square, be the little thing that people have to take outside of. So instead of you being able to think outside that square, they'll throw a couple angels and a couple demons at you. Now, what is that? Couple angles in the square. So we talk about sacred geometry. Let's get deep real quick. Because your two angles will be, oh, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? God already loved you. This is the right place. Bomb, that's one of the angels they'll fool you with. Then they'll come out there, oh, yeah, girl, God said you shouldn't serve another master. Boom, they got the other one. So then they tell you the negative stuff. Oh, that they're evil. That they're you shouldn't be indulging in. So they don't ever understand what's actually going on. So this is the reason why we have the Christian mind helping people get more lost. You get what I'm saying? It's not helping people understand it because it's putting you in a square. So once you get put in this square or this box, you're not allowed to think outside that circumference. You might not understand it, but it get deep because somebody else, you might explain something. You might explain Jesus and the 12 disciples. Somebody like me will tell you it's not talking about disciples like some warriors or something. No, it's talking about the same thing dude just called evil, the zodiac system. So the same way you want to say that's evil, which is not, because even when it come back to Native Americans, they had a whole different zodiac system, but still had a zodiac system, starting with Red Hawk. You get what I'm saying? Being the Aries. You get what I'm saying? The otter, all this type of stuff. So the brown bear, which is the Virgo. So people don't get that. So a lot of people get in and they just get lost. So they get scared of things. So they start getting scared. Oh, aliens. Oh, we gonna do this. So it's a golem that get built. So the people that gave y'all this stuff gave y'all an esoteric golem that y'all gave to yourself like it's some man just watching over y'all, literally. And y'all even play it so much that y'all put a man in the sky like an actual human, but not a man in allegory like the light. He is the light. Like y'all heard that so much through y'all own Bible, but y'all don't know how to look at it no way but one way because it's the only way that you was taught. You get what I'm saying? It's like learning something, right? It's like trying to play football and you don't know nothing about ball transfer. If you ain't never learned that, you gonna always get script. Coach gonna always tell you, you holding the ball in the wrong hand. You're not doing the right things. So you'll always try to figure out how I keep losing the ball, how I keep getting script. It's because you don't have the technique down pat. So if you don't got the technique and what you practicing is already messed up. That's why I tell people, perfect practice make perfect. You practicing the wrong thing and you go try to do it the right way, it don't work like that. You get what I'm saying? So you got to know how to practice the right way. So if you practicing in your mind or you practicing something every day as a kid growing up, of course it's institutionalized. A lot of people don't see it like that. It's the same exact thing as prison. So if you guys don't understand it, go Google, is religion institutionalized and is it indoctrinated? Because you have a book that's called a doctrine and you're getting inside of this book. You're literally reading it thinking you're one of the characters trying to cosplay as a character of the Bible without even knowing it. Because you know why? Because people are consciously blind by the light, the same light. Do you know what happened when you look at a light too much? What happened? You get blind in reality. You need a combination, dog. It take the light and the dark. So what y'all was only taught was about the light. Y'all wasn't taught about the dark. So the whole book, the whole Bible was based off the light. So that's why it says the word light more than 200 times throughout the Bible. So y'all don't understand that. What's the biggest light in the world? The sun. So a lot of y'all don't understand the Son of God being the light, being the biggest light that never forsaken you, come every day to let you know it's day. Y'all don't get that. Because y'all scared and y'all say astrology is evil. Then how is that evil? And it was already here before you was born. So it's with you in the same world. So that's how people get confused, man. Yeah, this coming from actual experience. Think about it. Think about it. What is we experiencing every day? A new sun. Whether you want to admit it or not. That's why you have a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, Monday, Moon Day, Tuesday, you get it? Mars Day. So then you got Wednesday, you get it? Mercury Day. So then you got Thursday, your Thuth Day, your Jupiter Day, and then you got Friday, Venus Day, Saturday, Saturn Day, Sunday, the day that we give to the sun. So I don't get how people get lost, but I do. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all it's a magical square where they put people in and you're scared to step outside that square. And you basically like just inside that bit dancing. So and then you don't realize that somebody put that on you. You all ever seen Mario when you fight that wizard and he throw all the shapes at you? That's like basically like the shadow powers or the powers that be throwing these sacred geometry things at you. You thought that you was going to school to learn that a rectangular was 490-degree angles. Uh-uh. You didn't know that the same 33-degree angle that it was talking about, or 33-degree Mason, you didn't notice that it was all talking about the same thing, degrees, the same thing, brotherhood, the same thing, the five pillars, the same thing, the education, how it tie in with the politics, also the religion, also the business. Come on now. Also, hey, I told you, your education system, they all one thing with another. So they'll even scam some things to get you through. You'll be like, somebody's so good, they don't need the education. But how this is what's required normally. So you'll see how these things get met. So when it come down to fear mongers, that's all that is. Now I just seen, I don't like saying people's name, but I just seen somebody get up there and they're talking about zodiac signs are evil. Well, then so are you. Because before you was born, before your great grandma was born, before your great great grandma was born, the Native Americans was here. I often say the Native Americans was here before even then. So what in the world going on? What's good, Adrian? So you already know, man. It don't get crazy because they'll tell you this stuff, and then you will be stuck in a square where you always got to ask why from them though. So you don't understand the why. So once you start understanding the why, this lets you know that you don't got to that path that you've been trying to get to. Because they want to confuse you. They throw you off when you stop asking for why no more. So now you just accept whatever go on. Then after you accept it, now you get so lost into it, you forgot why you was even asking why. You forgot you was asking who is God, God then if God a human. You forgot you was asking like how a human build all this stuff, but yet a human can't do it right now today. I don't get it. So if y'all listen, y'all believe in a whole bunch of, guess what it says? False prophecies. Guess what it says? False lights. Guess what it says? False idols. Because you would never see these things in reality ever. So y'all have a whole thing of somebody coming and dying off that nobody ever seen, no matter how many grandmas ago. So it don't even matter that your Bible don't even speak of Native Americans, although they was here before you even got that Bible that was written in English. The Bible came in the 1600s. You get what I'm saying? It was publicized in 1617. So I don't get where y'all think that the Bible older than Native Americans, and you could easily find the history of them being here for tens and thousands of years. So this just show us that people are comfortable being scared of stuff because they don't want to be responsible for themselves. That's why I be saying that too. You got to be responsible with God. Be accountable with God. Not talking about with yourself. You got to know how to go outside yourself. You got to understand what this junk got going on. You feel me? And that's how it go. And that's why you got these people out here study telling you, oh, zodiac's evil, or astrology evil, or astrology evil. You keep thinking that way, and you go Google where the sun at, where Jupiter at, where the moon at, where Mercury at. I bet you them scientists got it. But it's not important and it's evil. So that means if me and you play the game, I tell you in this box, when you touch it, it'll blow up the world. But yet it's $1 million in the box and you won't believe it. You get what I'm saying? You'll be like, oh no, let me not do that. You get what I'm saying? So these are the people that's easy to fool. These are the people that's waiting for Santa to come out. It's the same ideology. You wait for Christmas for Santa Claus to come. You're waiting for Jesus' resurrection. The same damn thing. I don't get what people don't understand. You get what I'm saying? So when you don't see them understanding it, it's because they done being fear-mongered too. It ain't just that they being institutionalized like a prison. Bible and prison, hand in hand. These things shake hands with each other. Most of the niggas I know that go to jail or go to prison, grab a Bible. Grab a Bible. They either grab a Bible or they guess what else they'll do? Start becoming a Muslim. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. 90% of the people that's Muslims became a Muslim in damn prison. I'm telling y'all, the people that got closer to God in prison or jail. Soon as you go to jail, the first thing you're going to hear is prayer call. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. But yet, you don't get nothing else. You don't get no other book. You don't get the book of two. Why you don't get the book of Thor? Why you don't get that? Like, why you don't get another intelligent book that came out before the Bible? It has more things to offer, even to today, about our relatability of how we live in our life right now. That's the point. Y'all might as well give out free Genghis Khan books. Is that at the time? Free Buddha books. So you got to understand the type of playground that it is. American is Christianized. That's how it goes. That's why Christianity is the biggest thing in America. It has nothing to do with Americans. It's a book that all y'all donated y'all life to, and a thing that y'all donated y'all life to that ain't have nothing to do with y'all. This book was written way in India, way in Iraq, basically. And y'all talking about it's y'all's. So this is how it goes. You said learn all them Bible knowledge. Yeah, and it's called jailman knowledge. That's why it's called that. What's good, Tara? What's good, Keith? But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know, I messed up on saying that. But yeah, you get what I'm saying, though. Like, they not talking about these books, though. They can't even mention it. They can't even say it right or wrong. You get what I'm saying? So the topic is basically fear-mongering. How fear-mongering, like people that came up and talking about zodiacs evil, that's talking about, oh, Terry is evil, without understanding none of it, without even learning what it is, but just instantly say something is evil. Yet, say necromancy is evil. I want y'all to pay attention. Say satanic blood sacrificing and eating of flesh is evil. Yet, do all the things. Even say they do these things, like Christians. They drink the blood of Jesus, eat the cracker, the flesh. So even when you go through that, the ideology is the same exact thing. Yeah, they might not be doing the same thing, but the ideology, which is where this come from. So when you don't understand the mindset that you have, it's just like an alien hopping in a UFO and don't know where it's going. It's already one pre-programmed. So the same way you look at TV programs and all of this, it's all just a cosplay thing, where it's just a whole bunch of fake events where it might something be real that actually happened, but it still was fake because it was planned. You get what I'm saying? So like this is where you get things tied down. Like, okay, let's give them a book that make them bow down for them not to fight for their rights or for them to feel like they don't have no esoteric power. AKA give them a Bible, give them something where they give them their power to an exterior source, but we the one made this exterior source that they're giving a power to. So that's why you see that America is being ran from that. So if you think about them having to battle all these times, y'all got to go back and look at wars that haven't been talked about. And I already done broke them down before about, Native American and French wars, about the Winter War and all, the Beavers War, all that, the Fur Trade War, all of these different wars. And the reason why they're not teaching you about them in school, because they didn't want you to have the mind of the people that go against the colonizer, but they wanted you to have the colonizer mind. So you looked at Christopher Columbus and all of these other guys as heroes. Yet they was actually the people that put us in these predicaments, no matter how you want to look at it. You get what I'm saying? So that's just how it goes. So even when it comes down to stuff like that, cannibals, reptilians, all that, they allow that stuff to be in the algorithm, so you'll look at them like they're more powerful. No, these is regular people, and you could tell. Look at their emotions, look at their thoughts. Then they tell you they got a God that get jealous. So we got a God that got emotions like a human. Oh man, this is crazy here. And then they tell you later on you're gonna serve a man and think it's God. So they walk you back into what they just told you. You know why? Because it's how the trickery work. There's no point of doing it if they ain't gonna tell you what they're doing. Y'all all know that part. Let y'all tell it. You get what I'm saying? Everybody know that the Illuminati must show you what they're doing in order for it to be done. No, listen. This is just how things work. You know why? Because they need the six-dimensional energy for them to be able to bring it to the actual world. So when they bring it esoterically, aka mentally, so when you starting to see it mentally, get what they do? Bring it to the real life. Y'all ever seen the movie Life? What he said? Ray's Boom Boom Room. What he said? He say, "Oh, nah, it ain't created yet. It's still, it don't exist yet. It's in my mind though. It's in my mind." Then boom, you see a whole scene of them being inside of Ray's Boom Boom Room. Everybody adding on to Ray's Boom Boom Room. That's basically what's going on. I know it sounds crazy because a lot of y'all might not know the movie Life with Eddie Murphy and what's the name, and Martin Lawrence, but you got to check it out. This is literally what be going on. So we get played with. We get played with. So we picking sides, and both boots have a trick thing behind it. This one got a time bomb. This one right here make you spiral out of control. So it's like trying to race, and you in this rabbit race, and the people you getting your equipment from already messed up your equipment. Y'all ain't never seen Goofy. Y'all ain't never seen all the movies that they have, and they'll show you like, okay, we're gonna mess up this person's equipment or mess up this person during the race in order for us to try to win, even if they still lose. They do all this stuff. So they show that they only try to sabotage the people that's actually trying to win in the race that they put them in. So this is called the Matrix. Welcome to it. So when you get good at the game and you understand it and you start making moves to get out of it, you start getting held back. You start getting pushed back. You start getting shadow banned. Things start switching up on you. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't what do you believe. That's the thing. If you got to believe in something, you can't recognize it every day. Your same Bible says you're bearing a false witness. So if grandma thinks Jesus was a guy that floated in the sky and came down, she's bearing a false witness. That's just what it is, bro. And it ain't no way to look at it. What you gonna go against the same words you just read? How is that not bearing a false witness? What is a witness? A witness is somebody that can testify that they seen something because they was there, right? So you was there when you seen Jesus. What did he look like? Let's go grab 20 people that said they seen Jesus. Watch all of them look different. And y'all still gonna believe in the curse? If that ain't trickery to a fine level, I don't know what else to tell y'all. They showed y'all they got magic over y'all. They showed y'all don't have the power that y'all supposed to have. And they named the movies Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant. So they showing you that they mutinize shit. They showing you that they change things. They turn it to what they want it to be. So the same thing how you have food, not man trying to complete with God. How God, aka Mother Earth, and the atmosphere together is able to produce fruits. Guess what they did? Made ways they able to produce fruits. And guess what? You like them. You like a seedless watermelon. How you get a seedless dad? Let me know that. How can you be another fruit of their labor and you get a fruit? Why y'all don't think the fruit of labor mean that? So you could be a seedless dad, so your dad can have no soldiers marching, and somehow you could be born. That don't make sense. So we got to get to the actual things of making sense. So we can't be bearing false witnesses and pointing at things that we don't understand. One thing we do understand is every time you said it was a day, the sun came up and switched over. Every time you said it was a night, the same thing. So you got to understand your whole life, the two biggest lights in the world that never left you the whole time, especially if you're an American in these places that could got the almost even amount of times, you're lost. So that's the reason why it's so real. It's so real to do it to the Americans because it's easier to get us lost. You get what I'm saying? Love and Dean, what's good, homie? What's good, Soul Tribe? You already know it. You already know it, bro. So look, Bing, that's how we supposed to be pulling up too. You know what I'm saying? When we getting out here and we starting to get connections, the same things I'm saying, y'all will forget what I even said, right? Mess around and just hear it again, or mess around and have some type of experience, right? And it'll lead you right back. And you'll be like, damn, bro did say that. And I'll be like, I told you. The stuff I was saying years ago, it just came to truth. You can look it up on your own channel. You can look up when the vid came out, when I said it was coming. You can look up all that and you'll be like, damn, what the hell? Even though I ain't know the exact name of it, I'll tell you something is coming. Like, and I'll tell you what form is coming, what money is coming, or how they're going to bring it. You know why, y'all? Because they use astrology. They use astrology. They use gematria. They use numerology. They use sacred geometry. Did I say that already? Probably did. But either way, they use a lot of different things. They use principles. They use like the principle of polarity on people. So they polarize people, get people polarized. And if y'all don't know what that is, it's basically like, say, you know how you got a polar bear, you know what I'm saying? Or you got a panda bear, which is like black and white, or the yin yang sign, which is black and white. Anytime a person start picking one side more than another. So if you start leaning towards your masculine side and going off that more, or if you start going off your feminine side too much, and we all have an equal balance within inside ourselves. So as a spirit, it would be 50% 50. But as a male, no, it's 60-40, 60 masculine, 40% feminine. As a female, it's the opposite. 60% feminine, 40% masculine. So anytime you see someone overindulge into these type of things, you see how it play out in life. And sometimes they play out real catastrophic. Sometimes they play out like, a female was trying to act like a man and he ended up getting messed up, or a man was trying to act like a female and he ended up getting treated like a female. You get what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Yeah, only we could save ourselves. But after a while, we realized that we just kept giving it up. You know what I'm saying? We just kept, hey, get the football. We kept asking the people that did it to us to save us. That don't even make sense. The people that put us in the rat trap, we went as rats looking up like, hey, help us get out. Help us get out. They like, fool, we don't want to put y'all in that. Because y'all can't get along with each other. Y'all snakes, y'all rats, y'all all this stuff. And then get what they do. Tell us to tell on each other. And then guess what they do? Play it against you later on in life. So then guess what they do? Have it in the streets like your rappers is a snitch. All your rappers is a snitch. So all this don't snitch shit, it's just for you real street people to be hung somewhere because you standing on something whether you did it or not. So it's a whole bunch of psyops where you thought you was winning and you really just got the rug swept from under you. They waited until you sat down at the table and pulled the whole thing from underneath. You seen all the glass fly. Balance is the key, exactly. So that's the thing. And then you got to know how to balance your stuff. So everything, you got to know how to pick fruit. Every fruit ain't meant to be picked. So if you have a lot of opportunities, that don't mean you should take them all. You got to understand what to take and what not to. You get what I'm saying? So even when it comes to moderation, right? A lot of people like to indulge in an emotion. As a man, that ain't something we could do. You ever seen a man sad on the side of the street? You're not going to feel that bad for him naturally. When you see a woman more on the side of the road, you might have that feeling more. Now we talking about just natural, not just somebody that has a bias or done growed up and got red pill or blue pill throughout life. No, regardless, you might help either one of them. But as a man, you know the muscle, the strength, the power that come behind it. So even with that, the security level switch. So you see the security over there, but these people got to be more emotionally secure. So when we talk about like emotional security, think about the energy like the Cancer energy or the fourth house energy. So you know how some kids feel like mom is home. You get what I'm saying? Even if they dad cool, they rather stay with mom if they separated. However, not every kid, but this is like that feeling that a lot of kids get. Some of them get the outside because some of them Saturn being Cancer, and I don't explain. I don't broke down a lot of these different transits and things of what could be going on with make you different. Just like what we could do, right? I might can't do something to get away with it, but you might can. A lot of people don't understand how your sun sign could conjunct with your Venus, or your sun sign could conjunct with your Saturn, and it makes a different play out than what's being gave. So they'll tell you, oh, you dislike this and you this and that there, but don't tell you how to work on yourself if you wanted to, or you to figure out how to moderate yourself more, how to put yourself at what you want to be. So fuck a evil, good, and all that. They playing the roles of making people go through this. You get what I'm saying? They the ones doing this. They the ones making single moms, breaking down, making feminists, making red pills, making all these people. It's just the people themselves get brainwashed and keep it going. Everyone came here right now on Earth on their own reasons. Everyone different. Some people ain't. I'm meant to wake up yet. Good shit. That's what I'm talking about, my boy. That's what I'm talking about. See, and you gotta know that. You gotta know that everybody ain't meant. Everybody ain't meant. Some people are new spirits. Some people just got here. Yeah, the 13th zodiac is it's just them forgetting the sun. So it's the sun going into each sign. So if you look up the first King James Bible, it breaks it down, and when you read it, it's the sun. So that's basically what it's talking about. So it's just like the fifth element. The fifth element was ether. You get what I'm saying? So it just that's just how it goes. So they even made a movie called The Fifth Element. You get what I'm saying? So then they showed you like the triangles, how they connect, but all that stuff, man. They like to play with people. So the 13th zodiac, that's what that is basically, the sun. So if you say the 14th, it'll be the sun and the moon included. But this is the way that they say it, right? Because when you look at Odin, right, how they explain Odin, his Odin and his sons. But if you look at Odin himself, Odin represent the sun. But then if you go look at Odin and his sons, one of them represent the sun. Just like you got Poseidon represent Neptune. You get what I'm saying? So each one of those planets represented something. And these planets ain't actual planets. Like we go up right now and look up there, we're not going to see no planets. We're going to have to go by something they're telling us this is what you see through the lens that we gave you. Y'all ever just thought like, okay, hold on. If you gave me something and I have to buy it this way in order to see what you're telling me I see, how I know you ain't just giving me some bullshit and you put this bullshit ass glass in every single one of them. Y'all ain't heard about the things they used to do, how they used to make a projector and act like a ghost was in there to scare people away. Dog, they don't really went through these Scooby-Doo ass mystery things. That's why Scooby-Doo was made in 1970s and had so much of these things that was going on. So it get deep. I have to you have to explain it more what you mean by what do I think about it. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, but either way, when it comes down to things like even the Kabbalah, stuff like that, they made people run away from it. So you only gonna have one understanding. Think about this. I could take the Kabbalah, I could take a Christian, a Satanist, an atheist, a Buddha monk. I could take everybody's stuff right now, make a complete sentence out of everything I'm saying, use astrology, use everything that I'm talking about, and put it all in one, even down to the numerology, and explain how it means all together without separating none of them. But then you go to any one of these religions, they don't know nothing but the separation of everything I just said. So this is what we battling with. We battling with this. We got people that's like that. But at the same time, as the real spiritual, just like bro was saying earlier, and we all know that because I mentioned most of the time on the show. Everybody ain't meant for this shit, bro. Everybody ain't meant. Some people still over there hitting some backflips in their little dream world. Some people still playing Kirby Dreamland. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody still playing Kirby Dreamland. Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street. So there y'all don't get how they Neptunalize, how they use the dark side of Neptune in the light side, aka your dreams and your nightmares, the stuff you want to see and the stuff you don't want to see. So if you can't see it or don't want to see it, that's the dark. If you can see it or want to see it, that's the awareness, that's the light. I don't get how people get lost. You get what I'm saying? In the very beginning of their own Bible, said in the beginning there were two greater Lazarites, one being the sun, one being the moon. They left that off and like, nah, the Bible about humans. Like, yeah, we about humans. Yeah. Like, huh? Like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck y'all go off the deep end like that? What the fuck happened? But either way, this is what happens. But I was one of y'all too, though. I get it. You get what I'm saying? But I couldn't go with the program. I kept asking why I ain't let off the foot on the gas pedal. I was like, nah, bro, something ain't right. Like, how we just gonna take what they gave us and it be right? And we see stuff happen to us every day that ain't right and don't nothing get done about it. Lifetimes don't went by. Remember what happened to him? That been 30 years ago. What happened to him 20 years ago? How this guy right here just getting caught from killing 67 people? How this guy here just you get what I'm saying? You like, what? What is y'all talking about here? Oh man, y'all made us soft spiritually so y'all can walk over us physically. Y'all something else. Y'all something else. Y'all beat us down and we got our hand up asking y'all to help us and y'all just crush our hands. And they put it in the movies too. The bad guy just stand over the good guy. The good guy be like, man, just help. And he's just like, nah. But the good guy willing to help him. You get what I'm saying? They show it, bro. No, that's the reason why I don't go. You can't go with them things. Like when they make up words and stuff like that, you got to be careful with vocabulary. That's what I be saying too. You know how they say words and spells? That's why they taught you how to spell when we got in school. So the older we got, the more words we learned. So we thought that we was actually smarter, but was also getting lost in the book of knowledge. So then when we talk about the education system, this is where we get lost and tied into that. Some of the people drift over to the politics. You get what I'm saying? But mainly, most are taking the education system. And the people that don't have the education system normally goes to the entertainment, which still tie down to it, because they have the same person that couldn't really pass high school and somebody had to help them out through the whole time try to seem like they're trying to teach your kid even though they don't know it. So they get a whole role like they're smart. So it's cosplaying all the way up to that. But now when it comes down to things like that, they like for us to pick something, right? Whereas like, what do you believe? Belief, faith, all that is something they gave us for us to, have an imagination for something that never exists. So we'll keep holding on to it, hoping it exists one day. So it's like trickery. Instead of us knowing what we could create and bringing it in the world, they give us something that can't be created because they already put boundaries around it. And knowing it's harder for us to bring in the world, so it end up not being what we could do. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But either way, no, when it comes down to those, that's what I'm saying, bro. When it comes down to certain terminology, it just get lost in it. It'll get people in a yeah, exactly. Self-belief, bro. That is the thing. Just like astrology. Real astrology might be a little twisted because everybody learning Western astrology, right? But a self-astrology, the things that you actually experience in yourself. Like if we go look at some of these plants and some of these trees, they're not the same color. Some of the sun hit them a little different. So when it comes down to even people that be sitting there talking about dieting, that's not real. That's an organ cleanse. Everybody's not meant to diet. Some people have low minerals in a body that consist of them to not diet. Some people, like for instance, got low sugar. They need sugar. Some people that got high sugar do not need sugar. So some people that have what it is, the blood circulation, the other one, damn, I forgot the name of it. But basically, yes, the same thing. So when you have these things, it show you that you could do just with a moderation with your body. If you taking too much of this and your body ain't made for that. So it's like if you can look at the body and look at all the 7 chakras, say this sweet and it's hot, one arm like this one's sweet and hot, one arm like this, and these the templates or the templates that they was talking about in the Bible. So that's the reason people don't get the hot and the cold, the templates. Like it get deep between the hot and the cold, or you can look at it as the light and the dark. So you can look at something being in the dark is more cold, or look at something being in the light is more hot. But that's the way that some people look at it, even though the sun ain't hot. This is the way that life play out. Let's get it, man. Cause I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. We are what we eat. I'm trying to tell you, man. So we are stars. So we gotta understand that we are spirits. So we eat other spirits, and that's just how it goes. So you gotta understand not to get ate by another spirit or abducted by another alien. You get what I'm saying? You gotta understand that that alien gave you that spaceship. You thought it was a limo or Uber in the esoteric realm, and now you don't hopped into it in the mental realm, and now you going crazy. AKA, you told Jesus to take the wheel, and they gave you a Jesus, and they had to made Jesus work. And you ought to think the letters ain't nothing but 400 and something years old. So you already got played by that. You didn't understand the words that they told you and taught you in school. You wouldn't even know how to read a Bible if it wasn't for them teaching you that, which is the reason they taught you that. Because why? The BOE, the Board of Education, that was written by who? John who? Rockefeller. Yeah. Well, one of the Rockefellers made sure you learned these things so they could indoctrinate you with the Bible. So not that you could be a critical thinker, but you could be a role thinker. So you could understand specific roles in life and understand how things go. So that's just like a manager at a store. No matter what, they're trying to stand on something, even if the kid really need it, or even if the family really need it. They're like, no, you stole from the store. We have to take you to jail. So you don't understand. So you don't get it. They are the authorities that they're mentioning in the Bible. Even if you ask AI, will tell you, yes, the authorities in the Bible is the government. I don't get how people don't think that. And y'all will be like, oh no, no, read along. They got a Bible scripture saying that they believe that they was picked from God themselves to be the authorities. So they send you through a schooling program, but yet they say that in their Bible. So it's a lot of contradictory, but it's a lot of tying hands with each other as well, too. Do you see how that education system went along with it? They made sure you got a certain education in order to be in a justice system. Like, but at the same time, they told you that God picked them. So God picked them through the education system. Like, okay, child, you're smart. Man, y'all gotta quit this, man. This shit getting bad, dog. It's getting bad. And whoever said Jesus was king was just funny. King is the sun. You're right. Jesus is the fifth house, the sun. The Leo house. You know that? The sun. The Son of God, the S-U-N. Go read your Bible. Go read Malachi 4. Go read Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Go read that. Sun and shield. Go read that. I bet you say S-U-N. That's why I don't even let people with the Bible come near me. I'm going to whoop you with your own words. And I'm going to beat you with common sense. So it's like, don't even come up here. You get what I'm saying? Don't even come up here. You're going to get beat up. Yeah, it's like that. It's that one size fit all thing. Yeah, bro. So they're giving you shoes. I explained this too. Shout out to Young Pharaoh because this is where the original point comes from, right here, right? Shout out to Young Pharaoh, YP. You feel me? Because I give credit to people. I don't give a fuck what I go through with people, bro. I don't give a damn. And I ain't going through nothing with him. Just saying in general. Okay, he said, imagine this. They say you got Sprite or root beer and orange soda. Pick one. By you picking one, you just picked the shoe. You didn't have to pick one. What if you don't even drink those sodas? You just pick one. What if you don't want to drink those sodas? You ain't offer a sweet tea or water or none of that there. So when they box you off, square you off, and have you pick inside of something, you got to do this. Now let me explain something in real life. Did you do? How many people got to work the job in their life that they always wanted to? Less than 90%. Less than 65 for real, for real. No statistics needed. Real talk. Like most of the people you see with a job, they're there because it's paying the bills. They're there because it's a survival thing, not something they actually wanted to do. So you start thinking about that. Then we doing all of this to go back and give our money back. We got only one way we can make money. So in order for you to have three ways of making money, you have to have three different jobs, right? In order for you to make money. But how many different ways you got to spend it? Water, food, drinks, washing your clothes, the electricity, the water for the electricity, the wastewater. It's just like, and y'all don't see it as modern day slavery. Okay. Y'all don't see that y'all got the colonizer mind getting mad at somebody else because they homeless and stealing out of a store. But if you was homeless, you'll wish you could get away with a store with stealing out of store. You get what I'm saying? They like, man, they know how to make people play against each other so good. It's called genocide. Go look it up. Genocide. Go look what they tried to do to the Native Americans. Genocide. Y'all go look what they did with the Freemasonry. Genocide. You know the Freemason First Lodge? Shaking hands with natives, then turned around, sold our lands, got somebody else to cosplay as the Native Americans, brought them from cross countries, and called them the Indians now. We can't call ourselves Native Americans because America is not even what we was calling it before then. We can't call ourselves Indians because they brought somebody from India and moved them here and say they're the Indians. So they just steal our culture. Every time we build one, they just come stealing from it and then tell us we ain't got one. Oh, Native Americans' life wasn't nothing without us. And then y'all came and took over their life and made it hell? How? It wasn't nothing. Native Americans don't have to worry about somebody telling them when to work, when to jump, when to shoot, how to run, and all this stuff up. You come through and you mess with indigenous tribes, not only just Native Americans that was indigenous. We talking about indigenous tribes worldwide. Mind y'all, these people started over here and ended up everywhere before they got to America. They went to being allies with each other, hated each other guts to come against Native Americans, and we ain't had no guns. We used straight what Mother Earth gave us. Sticks and stones may break your goddamn bones. That's it. Then we use things like that, and we don't know where they coming from. You get what I'm saying? Then they give us the medicine wheel as a kid. We sit there playing with it. It got the feathers on it. We don't even know what it is. They tell us it's something completely different. So we don't know that. We supposed to be the medicine man, understanding how to heal and understanding the medicine wheel. We don't let these people get us so lost that we even go to them to heal. We'd rather go to them for a nutritional vitamin pill than to go find something that's nutrition and full of vitamins as a fruit or a plant. Then we allowed them to give us fake fruit and plants. So we done got to this thing so far bad, bro. And it's not just worldwide. That's more of an American thing. But I just show you how Americanized we get. We get lost outside of the track, and they know what we doing. They know how to put us against each other. It'll be somebody pull up and say something crazy. It'll be somebody pull up and be like, "Yo, bro," just like they just did. Jesus is king. Like, no, bro, you need to come here with a different understanding. That's all you fucking know. That's all you gonna know, nigga. Right now, if I taught a baby how to count to the number 10. Never let them learn nothing else. Never let them see nothing else. They only gonna know how to count to 10, dog. That's all you know. You never seen nothing else because you were scared to look. They fearmonger you not to look at these things. Yeah, any fruit is better than fast food days, but man, listen. I keep telling y'all, bro. Y'all don't think they smart enough? They be like, okay, y'all, we poison all the food. Oh yeah, let's poison the water too. Okay, yeah, let's pour the sugar too. Okay, yeah, let's poison the vegetables too. So that's why you have two different vegetables. How vegetables got two difference? You know, you got two different Christians, organic and just a store. What is that? What is that? Like what? What? Why is it a fruit? Let me ask y'all the smartest question ever. Why is it even a fruit called organic? I thought they all growed out the ground. Tell me you selling me pesticides and something that might not be real without telling me. Exactly. Clip that. Clip it. Clip it. Auto clip it. AI. Clip it. Exactly. That's why we gotta kind of eat less. Don't eat them 3 meals a day, boy. You're gonna be constipated somewhere. All right, your organs be in the toilet. I'm trying to tell you, bro. They fucking us up. We got 45-year-old man organs when you're 30. It ain't cool no more, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Y'all don't understand them football players out there. As soon as they get hit, they breaking apart and stuff like little Legos, man. They're serious, especially when the Obamas came and all that type of stuff. Man, it got way worse, dude. It got way worse, man. Exactly. You can't let it. You gotta eat their food like, yeah, boy, my organs used to that shit, boy. I could chew metal home, boy. And you gotta keep going with it, you feel me? But it's some real junk. Like, y'all, no matter what goes on, we still got this going on. You get what I'm saying? Like, where we gotta keep it trucking. As a real spiritual people and stuff like that, subconscious community, we have to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta be like, yo, damn, that is crazy that it's trying to kill us. But shit, we too tough for that, man. You can't kill us with that. Y'all done try to kill us so many times, some of the shit don't work no more. You know what I mean? And that'd be the main thing they try to scare people with. And this ain't nothing where you gotta feel like you gotta go to war. I feel like all wars is evil. But yet a Christian to tell you they love God and God said that should not kill, but yet they say God support our troops. It's the most contradicting shit you gonna see, bro. This just show you how fucked up people have got. And it's just like, hey, I be looking at it like, bro, keep them motherfuckers away from me. Hey, you know what? Just make us our own little space where we could go at all the real motherfuckers that's subconscious, hard ass. The people that's conscious and retarded, they can stay where they at. Excuse my friends, but they can stay where they at. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how that should go. I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? Period. But like I was telling y'all the other day, bro, they're the balance of life. And that's what it kept trying to tell us. It showed us a yin yang sign. It showed us masculine and feminine. It showed us the right hand, the left hand, the right leg, the left leg. It showed us all of this stuff: the left ear, the right ear, the left nose, the right eye. All of these things that's having a pair with each other. Even these is flip opposite your lips. So you get what I'm saying? Like everything coming in twos, but in the form of threes, because you third dimensional, right? But everything come in threes. So now when you're looking at it, you like, hold on. It take the one, the dad, the two, the mother, and then somehow we get a three. You get what I'm saying? Oh, now you get it. A three, the new creation, the new life form that's coming into this dimension, the third dimension. So as soon as the baby come out of mother, second dimension, coming into out, that's the third dimension. So the baby is now to the third dimension where the baby have access to the other layers of heaven. So now the baby could have thoughts later, feelings later, what the baby want to pay attention to. This is why babies start engaging in certain stuff, want to make certain noises, because they're trying to find out and learn themselves. Even when they crying, they're expanding their lungs. You get what I'm saying? That's just like a baby bird or anything like that. When it's just trying to do like this thing, you might not understand it, but this was nature itself showing you how you already know what to do in order for you to grow up. Now, a lot of people don't understand what comes first of the chicken and the egg theory, because a lot of people tell you a baby, but yet a baby can't survive through those weathers and conditions without this type of stuff. So then you got to question yourself, oh, it's called the reproductive because the first people learn how to reproduce. So this is what we got going on in this world. So now we can all test that. We can see if that's true. As adults, go get with another adult and watch you have a whole nother baby that later on turn to adult and have a whole nother baby and keep spreading on through the world. But guess what? You also can learn that if you don't do neither one of them, It ain't gonna go nowhere. If you don't have a child, you're not having a grandchild unless it's adopted or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like you'll start seeing that. You'll be like, oh, yeah, just like if we take a plant. We put these two plants together, a cactus, and just say it don't go together. We say a cactus and a sunflower. Yeah, it's gonna be cactus sunflowers. We know that. It shouldn't be a cactus sunflower watermelon. The watermelon ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, this is real talk. So the stuff that I'm saying, if you ever think I'm crazy, you know you something wrong with you, because this is what you're experiencing every day. Whether you want to admit it the way that I said it or what, but this is something you experiencing every day. That little boy that just got dropped off at school, it took a male and a woman. That little plant that just growing over there, it took a male and a woman. Period. Period. However you want to look at it, a male and a female. Period. You get what I'm saying? That's how all this stuff is here. That is the hands of creation, both hands, the right hand and the left hand. You got to understand this stuff. Like, so we get lost into things, and you know, it actually is born when you lost into these stuff too. Because when you get the understanding of stuff, when you start looking at the movies and all that, it actually make more sense of where they were trying to go at. Yep. And that's another thing. You can't. It's like knowledge. Like I like to tell people, bro, you can be very knowledgeable. You can even know what I'm talking about. But if you don't know subconsciously, if you don't know from the intellect, from your intuition, your woman's intuition that everybody have, it's just woman because we talking about feelings and emotions. So when you get a certain feeling, aka the good feeling, that's why it's called that. Now you get what's going on. You feel me? You know what's going on. You're like, okay, even if I can't say the right words, you'll understand where I'm coming from. See, people get lost into wordplay to where they're not trying to feel where I'm coming from. They're trying to hear where I'm coming from. You get what I'm saying? And now you're getting lost because you're not understanding it. I mean, you're not overstanding. You getting stuck into the under. So you like, oh, nah, I don't know what words you're using. Or you should have used something different from this instead of just thinking about what somebody said. You get it? You mean woman. Yeah, woman, yeah. The wound and nuke. You see how all this go together? And what is the wound and nuke? Space. So where things being birthed at? Your mother first, spiritually. Thy father, thy mother coming from where? What? The sun came from the what? The dark. The dark was what? The womb of nuke, the womb of creation, the womb. So you get what I'm saying? The space. So space within space, and space we call outer space, but it's not a such thing as outer space the way they make it seem. You get what I'm saying? Like, they make it seem like it's an outer space that you could go out to. No, man, that ain't how it works. They make it like that's why they try to put it on the. But if you look, they used to put it on the games where you think you finna go off the map and you end up back on the other side of the map. But that's the reason why they do it, man. But yeah, and that's the reason how we supposed to do. See how we are supposed to be able to spiritually support each other. So one person won't think somebody crazy. Because there's a lot of people that sound like they be doing what they talking about, but they be on the shrooms and they be part of that conscious community. They're worried about is the earth flat, about caps, about mermaids, aliens. What the fuck is they gonna do to help us? Like, what do that got to do with anything? If mermaids was real, what is that gonna do to change anything? Like, realistic though, but we're gonna know it was real. And we're gonna know it was a lot of other stuff that was real. Okay, then we find out all of it was real or fake. What is it gonna do? It ain't gonna do shit. Ain't like we're gonna go try training mermaids to try how to fight back or some shit. Like, bro, that's dead, bro. Trust me, if they got some of them things and they detain, they know why they detain. They don't want to mess with the government. You feel me? Complete ain't playing, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, this y'all be crazy, dog. I'm telling y'all, bro. When I'm done, see, I'm a comedian with it, and I had to learn that in life. Like, even when I be serious with my kids, and all, they mess around and laugh later. Even if they know I'm serious, they be like, "Hold on, you know, we can't be playing like laughing all goofy." But damn, he just said some crazy junk to little bro, and that shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it be. I growed up watching Bernie Mac and all that stuff there, so it ain't no sensitive stuff. It just be quick, like, bitch, what you looking at? Huh? You get what I'm saying? Like, and they just be like that. And it's I ain't trying to scare you or nothing. I'm just this who I am. You feel me? So a lot of people think somebody trying to rough house them or something, but no, that's just how it is, man. But anyways, man, that's why I say I'm gonna keep going live regardless. We just have to remember we are the power. Exactly. We are the fucking power, bro. You already know that, and we forget to use our powers. All the tools we need exist within. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's when y'all know we dapping up subconsciously right now. You feel me? Spirit to spirit, we like, you feel me? That's how it gotta be. I was just watching Bernie Mac. I'm telling you, bro. You see, I got my all right, bro. All right, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You got to because Bernie Mac ain't play that shit. When they try to put Jordan sit on his lap and all that, Bernie Mac said, oh, you ain't gotta do that. We don't do that. We don't play that. And my mama damn sure act like a Bernie Mac type. So, and I got my homeboys and all. It's like I always find that type of energy where these niggas got that the Bernie Mac ass type energy. Even the damn black youngster, like I like the black youngster as a rapper. You feel me? Because that boy crazy. So it's just it's something about it. But anyways, man, those are people that, you know what I'm saying, when it come down to it, they don't want spiritual niggas, gangbangers, and somebody else getting along. That's literally like playing Grand Theft Auto and using all the codes that you can. Yeah. And it should be slight different. And that's because we got different how I'm gonna say different way walks of life. So you might have a different walk, but when it all lead back to the same thing, it's like the zodiac system itself. It's like a big dial up. It's like when you really look at it, they really ain't opposites. You know how you have oppositions and stuff, but sometimes Aquarius actually get mistaken for a Leo get mistaken for Aquarius. But you get what I'm saying? They're actually oppositions of each other. But yeah, the perspectives, I think it come more from what you do too. So like if you on YouTube or you just dealing with or interacting with other soul group members and interacting with other people and stuff, and you throw an ideal out there, it's more like you just gotta know. It's like I can't practice this shit. Like I don't know how to explain it to y'all. Like I tell my girl, I can't I come freestyling every fucking time. Every video I have ever did. Freestyling because I can't practice this. If I try to practice it, I'll be messing up all in the beginning because I'm not that type of person. I'm not even good with practicing stuff like that and getting it mapped out. So I have to really like just go from who I am and don't be scared of what the fuck going on. But at the same time, I ain't gonna be like crying to y'all. Cause if I come up here crying to y'all, that's being 60% feminine. You get what I'm saying? Now I deserve to get picked on. I deserve to get backslash and like that. So we gotta understand there's certain things not to do in a certain time for it. You know how they say it's a time and a place for everything? That's why in astrology, what the sun doing, have a certain time and a place. In September, the middle of September is getting ready to go into Libra, but it's in Virgo. Okay, you get what I'm saying? That's why the sun even says it's a certain time and place for a certain thing. So you even have the atmosphere of the weather. Look at the weather. The weather ain't like this the whole year. It's cold right now. You get what I'm saying? In the summer, it's not cold. So that was the type of things I have. So that's why I say it's just really like a common sense thing. Just the more you dig into it, you start seeing different ways. Even like movies like Mortal Comeback. It's talking about the mortals making a comeback on who? On the people that controls them. The who? The Draconians. So it's not saying that they're lizards. It's saying that they call themselves the Drakes because they move with lizard-like mentalities. They move with wolf-like mentalities. So when you think of a lizard man, you're gonna see that probably in the movie Teen Wolf. You get what I'm saying? But the movie Teen Wolf is talking about a werewolf switching over. And if y'all notice, that's been an old movie, but they re-brung it out, MTV, all this type of stuff. So when you're looking at these things, they're telling you exactly what's going on. Oh, a werewolf is someone that switch over at night. You might think that like night, full moon, I'm supposed to switch my body. No, their mentality switch when they get too deep into their emotions. So now when you're looking at the nighttime as in being in their emotions, looking at the glass, being the moon, being your fulfillment. So you see how the moon fulfill itself, and then what it do? It start breaking away. You got to know how to get fulfilled about something and how to push away. Because one thing about you, when you stay too high frequency and something hit you, it knocked you lower than before because you was too high on your high horse. That's why they tell you that. So when it comes down to wordplay, I'm the king of that. My Mercury in Virgo, I'm going to use my Naruto attributes. You feel me? If Naruto was the nine tails, so you great for using the nine tails, Mercury and Virgo, Mercury belong to Virgo, I'm going to use it. I'm going to break down common sense so coming that you're going to be looking at me like, how the fuck I ain't never think about that like that? This nigga just said Mortal Kombat, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Hulk, they muting them. So if we do see something that's not human, that's humanoid, 9 times out of 10, the government created it. Oh, it's a mutant. It's a mutation. Oh, the signs are mutable. Oh, now you knowing how it all goes together. You get it? Like, it's gonna go in. It go in crazy, bro. I'm telling you. And it just go from there. But you say I can't know this religion and even spirituality can be a superior ego mindset where people think they know better than others because of whatever. Yeah, and that's why I don't like that. You know better. You get what I'm saying? Like, why they gotta know better than somebody else? Like, y'all, if y'all both know what y'all getting at, like we were just saying, it. What else is it? You get it? You get what I'm saying? It's just your walk path of how we walked into it. I came from the left of the hallway. You came from the right. You seen Miss Falcon. I seen Mr. Roy. So yeah, in your life path, your truth is Miss Falcon was there for me. My life path, Mr. Roy was there for me. But I'm the who am I to say that Mr. Roy, Miss Falcon wasn't there for you the way Mr. Roy was there for me? That's when we get into that genocide competition type shit and start getting, going against each other. But like I said, by me doing YouTube, it's like you're gonna be hanging out with me, like we dapping up spiritually. So now you get what I'm saying. Like, oh, okay, so it is what I'm saying, but you just saying it this way. You be like, oh yeah, and that's how I go, bro. Shit be crazy. It's like once y'all get to that level, it's not no levels. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all know what that shit is. You might explain it different, you might come about it different, but y'all know what the play is. You feel me? And that's how it's supposed to be to keep the genocide down. Because each group knew how to relate to the other people, but everybody didn't have the same language. So when we met up with tribes, you had to understand how to learn the other tribe language. Like I told y'all, right now, what we call Paterno tribe people. I'm from the Latro County tribe. So I not only know the testimony of how I came from here, traveled to Ohio, got the Tallahassee, the Seminoles. I'm from Florida. We got the Gators, the Gator Valley, all that type of stuff there. Then you turn around and then you got the Seminoles. So not only do you have that, you had the